Well, good morning, everyone. I am thrilled to be here, and let me first start off by thanking all of those who have served our nation. In the long history of the world, only a few generations have been granted the role of defending freedom in its hour of maximum danger. They didn't shrink from that responsibility, they welcomed it. And I can't think of a more fitting tribute than the opportunity I came early to visit again at the Vietnam Memorial, and I want to thank Michael McMahon, who is one of the volunteers and a Vietnam vet, who took me through the memorial and gave me insights that I never really had before. So, Michael, thank you very much for doing that and for your service and for the service of all of you who have served our country. I am reminded in people like that, I just want to take a moment of Tashina James, 21 years old, of Jersey City, whose funeral is taking place as we speak. She died at Fort Hood with a group of other soldiers in a flooding in her tactical vehicle. So the risks are not only abroad but here at home as well when men and women wear the uniform of the United States. I'm pleased to join with the U.S. War Dogs Association, with your president, Ron Aiello, with your sergeant at arms, Al Gunderson, and everyone connected with the War Dogs Association at this 10-year rededication of the first official state War Dog Memorial, and to honor the memory of the association's treasurer, Bucky Grimm, and all of the war dogs who have been part of American military history. How many of you have had one great dog in your life? The one dog you'll never forget. There's many of us in that regard. The one who grew up with you as a child or who saw you through high school, maybe even through college. How many of you remember how much a part of the family that dog is or was? The great dogs in our lives are more than companions, more than pets. They're part of our families. They're in our family photographs and in our hearts. Dogs are pack animals, and they look to us to be part of the pack, and when we accept them and they accept us, the bond lasts forever. They protect us, and they are every bit as dedicated to us as we are to them. They are part of the team, just as Cairo, the Belgian Malinois that flew with SEAL Team 6 on the Osama bin Laden raid, was as much a part of the team as the Navy SEALs themselves. Cairo wasn't there for the fun of it. He was there on duty, doing what he was trained to do. He was part of a well-trained special operations unit, trained to carry out his commands in the task to capture or kill bin Laden. Cairo was among the first to hit the ground as SEAL Team 6 landed in Abbottabad, Pakistan, and stormed bin Laden's compound. Outfitted with a Kevlar vest, night vision goggles, a harness for rappelling and parachuting, and a drainage system for waterborne assaults, Cairo helped secure the perimeter after one of the two chopters crashed within the walls and 6 SEALs bravely made their way inside the building. Cairo, part of the team, played a pivotal role in the capture of one of our nation's most wanted terrorists. One dog of an army of military war dogs who have been on the front lines of American conflicts since World War I. A dog named Sergeant Stubby served in the Army's 102nd Infantry 26th Yankee Division. The short, brindle bull terrier mutt is credited with capturing a German spy, comforting wounded soldiers on the battlefield, and saving the lives of countless doughboys by sniffing out poison gas and barking warnings to the men in the trenches. His exploits are the making of legends and are immortalized in the Smithsonian National Museum of American History in the nation's capital. During World War II, the Army began actively training dogs and their would-be handlers for combat and expanding their roles. By Vietnam, military war dogs were an integral part of the Army, Air Force, Marine, and Navy fighting forces. And today we have dogs like Cairo, just as much a member of SEAL Team 6 and just as deserving of our praise and recognition as the men who went out on that mission on May 2nd, 2011. To this day, Cairo, Stubby, and all the other military working dogs that have served so valiantly to do their jobs, protect their team, their platoon, have yet to be formally recognized by the United States military, despite having served multiple tours or being injured or killed in action, and not unlike other wounded warriors, some return home missing limbs. If we as a nation can strap a Kevlar vest on Cairo and send him on a secret special operations mission to take out bin Laden, then it seems to me that we should be able to pin a medal to his collar because he just isn't any dog. He's a SEAL, and he deserves our respect and recognition. Now, I want to be clear. I certainly am not singling out war dogs over our sons and daughters who serve in uniform and stand in harm's way. I've made it my mission in my 24 years in the Congress between the House and the Senate, and certainly in the last 10 in the Senate, to get the men and women who have served our country with distinction and often who are forgotten, who have not gotten their medals, including most recently a World War II veteran who took forever to get their medals. But I was honored to deliver it to him while he was still alive. And so we will continue to do that. But at the same time, I'm simply saying that the dogs that are trained and served in the military are part of their team. And if the team is honored, they should also be honored. So I am introducing legislation to create the first ever official Department of Defense commendation honoring the distinguished service and sacrifice of working dogs and their handlers in each branch of the military. It's called the Guardians of America's Freedom Medal, inscribed in the Military Working Dog Team's National Monument at Joint Base San Antonio, Lakeland, the training site for the Military Working Dog Program, and it is the least that we can do for the best dogs that we have. It is in the fog of war, when lives are on the line, when the true measure and character of those we entrust to protect and defend us is revealed. First and foremost, they are our sons and daughters. But they are not alone. They are often accompanied into battle by military working dogs who have unique abilities and tremendous loyalty to their handlers and their teams. In their own way, these dogs are also American heroes, American warriors, and part of American military history, and they should be recognized as such. We should commend them on the record and give them the respect and recognition they have earned and deserve. The 10-year rededication of this memorial is the right place and the right time to honor these military working dogs, sensitive, high-value military assets that are assigned an identification number and a job classification that makes them part of our military service. They deserve more than a pat on the head and a treat. They are soldiers and veterans and should be honored with the teams that they serve. So that's how I intend to join with you in remembering our military working dogs.